Okay, guys, so what we're going to talk about next is your value ladder. So you've already had a look at your product. You've thought about what type of products you're going to sell. Obviously, you've already looked at your avatar. You understand who you're trying to attract to the gym. And really what we're doing is you're trying to link up your avatar here and what that person wants, and your product is going to bridge the gap between those two places. Now, when it comes to your value ladder is going to be how you structure the products within your gym in order to entice people in. So really what we're trying to do is sell something to sell something, okay? So what you got to understand is that, us as humans, everything we do has some impact on our status. So whether you like it or not, we live in a hierarchical structure where when people look at each other, they put you in a little status frame, let's say. So that could be what family you come from, what clothes you're wearing, what type of car you're driving, what part of the country you've come from, what schools or colleges you've gone from, what job you have, how much can you earn or do you earn, okay? Will have a dictation of your status. So, you got to understand this. When somebody comes into the gym and they buy training off us, they buy a product, there's a momentary drop in status. So the client pays us money, their status drops down momentarily. And think about it like this. When somebody comes into the gym to us, we're saying, pay us all this money and in 6 or 12 weeks time, you might lose weight, you might be fitter, you might be stronger, because we can't actually guarantee it, because you got to also think that a lot of these people have tried things in the past and failed. So to them, in their head, it's like, how do I know I'm not going to fail again? Think about it like this. You go into a car showroom, you're looking at a Mercedes, you say, I want that Mercedes. Okay, the dude turns around and says, it's 30,000 euros, you pay him the money, and then he says, come back to me in 6 or 12 weeks, and the Mercedes might be sitting there or it might not. That's kind of what's happening in the gym. Now, on the converse side, when the client does get results, they are happy out. They're like, woo, they feel great. Status shoots back up again because they feel good, they're fitter, they're stronger, they've lost weight, people are complimenting them, and they're happy out. All right? But you got to understand these subtleties. So there's two types of people. So your avatar that you've already hopefully done the work on can really be broke down into two branches. So there's Group A, which are not quite ready to take the commitment, the big commitment to jump into the gym. So these people are cautious. They've probably failed in the past. And really what they need is they need help before they can make a commitment. So something like a trial or a consultation will build trust with these people. Then you've got the other people who are ready to go. These people want results and they want results now. So something like a transformation, something that gets results fast, is going to get them chomping at the bit, and they are committed and ready to go. So if you think about your avatar, the potential people that you could do business with, 50% of them are going to be ready to rock and roll right now, and 50% of them need a little help before they can make a commitment. So really what we've got to do with our product is we've got to think about it like a shiny object, or we're dangling a carrot out in front of them for them to keep chomping at it, for them to take a bite out of it. So think about it that way. So in terms of commitment, and when I say commitment, I really mean trust as well. In terms of commitment, there's two ways that people make commitment to us. The first way is time. They commit a certain amount of time, 3 times a week, 28 days, 7 days, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, a year. So 12 months. They commit a certain amount of time to us. Or they commit a certain amount of money to us. All right? So we can play with these two variables, and really how much commitment somebody is willing to make is going to come down to the value of the product, the offering, the service that you have. All right? And the value gap, which you will remember from the last video. So guys, it's like this. Nobody wants to buy personal training or semi-private personal training. Just sounds shit. So what we've got to do is wrap our products. Imagine trying to give a dog a tablet. We've all tried this in the past. What usually happens is the dog ends up spitting it out on the floor. So what you got to do is you've got to wrap that in a piece of bread, in a marshmallow, whatever it is. Wrap it in something tasty that the dog is going to consume it, because we as trainers know that people need to lift weights 2 or 3 times a week and do cardio and drink water and eat their vegetables, but they don't want any of that shit. They want something sexy that's going to get them from where they are now, point A, to where they want to go, point B, as fast and as efficiently as possible. So we've got to wrap our products and our servings accordingly. And we've got to also think about the 2 types of clients: people who are ready to rock and roll, and then people who are a little bit more cautious, okay? So how we do this is we set up our products on a value ladder. So at the end of the value ladder, and really what we're trying to do, remember, is sell something to sell something. So we're trying to move people up the value ladder. So at the very bottom, we've got free stuff. So this could be getting people on your email list, giving them a lead magnet. It could be a free trial. It could be bring a friend. Basically, in this scenario, they're giving you time. If they're on your website reading a blog, that's time. If they download a lead magnet, a cookbook, and they read it and they use it, that's time. Then we've got some sort of low barrier offer. So an LBO, some sort of low barrier offer. And for us, it could be something like a 28-day challenge. So this could be low barrier in terms of money, or it could be low barrier in terms of time. You're only asking them to commit for 30 days. Okay? Now, the most important thing when we're talking about the value ladder, when somebody consumes any of these products, they actually get what you're trying to sell them. And I'll come back to that now in a second, all right? So we'll go medium cost. So something could be like medium, could be for us, it could be small group training, conditioning. Then we have higher cost, which is semi-private personal training, or it could be a 6-week or a 12-week transformation. And then a premium product could be one-to-one, retreats, year-long packages. So really, as I said there, what we're trying to do is sell something to sell something. And we're trying to move the people up the value ladder into our semi-private personal training. That is our continuity product. We want as many people as possible doing semi-private personal training, because we know then we've got a receivable base. If we've got 100 people paying us €100 a month, that's 10 grand. Now ours is obviously a little bit more expensive than that, but just to use those numbers, that's 10 grand a month every single month. Okay? Now, obviously, we know that we want to grow our business, so we need new people coming in, and there's going to be a certain amount of attrition, people dropping off, so we've got to keep feeding this machine. So it might look like this. Somebody's on my email list, or they download a training program. So after that, you know, I might retarget them, or I might send them some offers to do a 6-week challenge, and this is our low-cost offer. Then from there, you know, they could move up into small group training. Really what we're going to do, though, is move them straight into the semi-private training. So our 6-week challenge is 2 semi-private trainings and 2 group trainings. So now we've got 2 options to sell them, but I'm going to sell everybody some sort of semi-private. And if anybody was to drop off, we could sell them into our medium cost, which would be our small group training. But remember, what we're trying to do by selling the 6-week challenge is get as many people as possible into our continuity, which is our semi-private personal training. Guys, any questions, hit us up and we'll move on to the next video, which is capacity. See you on the other side.